what supplements can help you improve your CrossFit? Now, CrossFit is a high intensity endeavor. There's a strength component, quite often a hypertrophy component, a repeated strength and conditioning component as well, and quite often now more than ever an endurance component. Now, aside from your nutrition, your sleep and your overall recovery, supplements could play a powerful role, and I want to help you navigate what that might look like. Now, for me as a performance nutritionist, I would always look at baseline health and how to support nutrition before looking at performance, because for me, performance has to come from a basis of strong health. Now, what does that look like? Now, first and foremost, I can imagine your carbohydrate and your fat needs are well taken care of with your nutrition, but protein isn't always one that is, especially with some meals. For example, some are not always great at getting a high protein intake at breakfast, and having the flexibility of a protein powder can be highly beneficial. Something that you could mix into some kind of porridge bowl. You can have a protein hot chocolate alongside other foods. You could mix it into other recipes like smoothies. You could have it after the gym. For me, a protein powder serves as a great way to just have dietary flexibility of an additional easy, cost-effective protein source. And this is a 5-time award-winning plant blend based on organic pea protein. Now, after that, we have to look at micronutrients. There's some really common micronutrient deficiencies in the UK. Vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, iron, folate. This is all in Awesome Defense, which is our high-dosed, highly bioavailable, evidence-based multivitamin. So many multivitamins are underdosed. You'll look at the back of the packaging, and for example, we need around 2,000 to 3,000 IUs of vitamin D a day. Most multivitamins don't get anywhere close to that. So not all supplements are created equal, and that is an example of that. So it's really important for me to get people to understand where their micronutrients are very important and where we might not be meeting sufficiency, especially if you train hard. In CrossFit, you are putting a lot of pressure on the ATP energy cycle, which needs magnesium to keep recycling the creatine in your system so you can train really hard. So actually having supplemental magnesium, which again is in this, is very important. I usually find that most high intensity trainers do not get enough magnesium. Then you can look at omega-3. Omega-3, very important. Not enough people eat enough fish. If you eat a lot of fish, then brilliant, you're probably getting enough. If you do not, I would highly recommend a omega-3 supplement, and it doesn't have to be expensive as well. And when you get these together on a bundle, you're saving even more money. And then the third thing is potentially curcumin. The research shows it's now a very potent anti-inflammatory. So if you're suffering with joint pain, elbows, knees, a bit of inefficient recovery, now of course the first and foremost thing has to be your recovery cycles. If you're training too hard, sometimes that is just going to put too much pressure on your muscles and joints. But if you're getting that right and you still feel, you're a bit sore, a bit achy, then curcumin in a high dose, not turmeric, curcumin could be very potent. You need around 1,500 milligrams. And again, a lot of supplement companies are not giving you 1,500 milligrams. They're way underdosing, and you must look at the research around this, because otherwise you're basically taking capsuled curry powder. Then we can move on to performance. Once we've covered health, we can move on to performance. Now, for me, a real baseline necessity, because a lot of people don't get minerals in their drinking water, is having electrolytes when they train. CrossFit can be very sweaty, high intensity. You're just doing a lot of work. Supporting training and your muscular output is dependent on having enough stored electrolytes in your muscle tissue. And this is a very cheap supplement. It doesn't cost a lot to add this to your drinking water. Also, sweet drinks when you train are shown to allow you to push your body harder in training. So you kind of get that double effect. So really cost effective. And then after that, I think most of us are going to want to take either a singular creatine formula, just creatine monohydrate will do, you don't need all these fancy formulas that companies are creating, or a creatine and beta-alanine blend. Matt Fraser was very famously quoted as saying beta-alanine is like that secret, supplement that he used to take, and it's because it helps you handle or increase how close you can get to your lactate threshold. So when you're hard on the row, hard doing a load of reps, and you're struggling because the lactate's building up, beta-alanine is helping that. And we've conveniently made it into a daily lemon drink. So all you do is put it in like a liter of water and sip it throughout the day, and then you don't get those annoying like tingly reactions from taking it. Beta-alanine is also very commonly in pre-workout supplements. It is a waste of time putting beta-alanine into a pre-workout. It has to be taken every day for at least 4 to 6 weeks for it to start to become really effective in your body, for you to build up what we call your carnosine level. So if you're taking beta-alanine in a pre-workout right now, you're literally wasting your money. And then after that, you can look to take a pre-workout. There's some nice nutrients on the market that help increase our blood flow, our work capacity, and also our cognitive ability going into training. For example, our formula has alpha GPC in it, very potent brain boosting kind of formula. Now there's other supplements in our range. We've got a tri-carb blend, for example, for people that are training over an hour and intensely, which can be very beneficial. But this is kind of like the cool range that I wanted to draw your attention into. Please always focus on health first, then look at intra-training hydration, and then look at the performance side of it. And that's how I would view supplementation to help enhance your CrossFit. We've given you a discount code, use it. I want you to try Awesome supplements. I think it can help fuel your awesome. We're a 16-time winning supplement brand now, and we are only here to fuel your awesome.